Coming to chapter number 2, latitudes and longitudes. Now, in this chapter, we will see what is latitude and what is longitude. Children, to study Earth, geologists had drawn imaginary lines on the globe to specify each and every place and location. So we see that each and every place had a particular address in degrees and directions on the basis of these imaginary lines called latitudes and longitudes. Now coming to this picture, these are latitudes and longitudes. The horizontal lines are the latitudes whereas the vertical lines are the longitudes. Now coming to latitudes, how is it being drawn? We see Earth is sphere in shape. So this sphere is being cut into two equal parts by an imaginary line called equator. We are seeing that at 0 degree, the Earth is being cut into two equal parts. This horizontal line is called equator. Now the upper part of this equator, is northern hemisphere, whereas the southern part of this equator is southern hemisphere. Now from this equator at 1 degree each, you can see from this equator 0 degree, 1 degree each, we draw a line from both sides. At 1 degree each, both the sides, we draw a line and join these two, both degrees, east and west degrees, to each other. And in this way, we draw about 90 lines in the northern hemisphere and 90 lines in the southern hemisphere up to 90 degree. So, total there are 181 latitudes drawn on the earth. 90 degree above, 90 horizontal lines below and upward, plus this equator, there are about 181 latitudes on the earth. Once again, you see 90 latitudes above the equator, 90 latitudes below the equator, and plus equator, there are about 181 latitudes on the earth. Now coming to the important latitudes. The important latitudes are equator at 0 degree, 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree south, Tropic of Capricorn, 66.5 degree north, an Arctic Circle, 66.5 degrees south, Antarctic Circle, North Pole and South Pole. Now, North Pole and South Pole are the points. They are not the lines, but they are counted as the latitudes. Now, once again, what are the latitudes? Latitudes are the imaginary lines that are drawn from east to west. The second important feature of the latitudes are that they are parallel to each other. They have been parallel to each other as they are at the equal distances from each other. All the latitudes are being drawn at the equal distances to each other.